Oh, she is here. Okay, I thought I was seeing things. Isn't there any place around here that has cheap rent? City Hall told me to look in this area, but I haven't found anything. Oh. To be honest, there's vacant areas in downtown district, but I don't know if you really want to be there. We need to head back to the SSS. Oh, wait. We need to go to the guild. I almost forgot. Holy shit. You guys told me I need to go to the guild. Because there's a hidden quest, I think? Excuse me, Michel. We came back like you asked us to. I really don't know. I really don't know if the name is pronounced Michel or Michel. I've just been saying Michel because he seems like the kind of guy that would go by something like that. So, what did you want to show us? Well, there you are. How cute of you to come running like a group of puppies when I call for you. Well, if I recall correctly, you mentioned you had some kind of plan to measure our competency? Competency? You sure did recall correctly. If you're feeling up to the challenge, what do you say taking a little test? Huh? What kind of test is it exactly? Oh, it's nothing too complicated. I'll pick out 10 questions at random from our test bank we use in the written portion of the bracer exam. That way, I'll be able to know if you're at least knowledgeable as a junior bracer if you manage to get all 10 of them right. Get all 10 of them right? We have to get all... Come on. However, if you were to fail, there will be no place for us to operate in Crossbell, where some of the continent's greatest bracers have gathered. Am I correct? Man, talk about putting on the pressure. So we miss one question, we're gonna be labeled a bunch of dumbasses. That's kind of a raw deal. That's really how I feel about it. Like hey, you're forcing it with that one, come on. But I guess it's understandable. Oh, psh, not at all. I'm not doing this to put you guys down. That's just not my style. Are you sure about that? So here's a tip for you. You can study the stuff that's going to be on exam over at the public library in the administrative district. Remember, I'm giving you this test to see if you will actually be worth your salt when it comes to helping the citizens of Crossbell. So are you guys up for the challenge? Yeah. Sure. We'll give it a shot. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yo, Lloyd, you sure about this? Yeah. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We had to take similar exams back at the academy. And besides, it's almost like I'm running away if I back out of it now. It wouldn't feel right. I understand what you mean, and I agree. Likewise. Guess there's nothing more to say then. Let's do this. I like that feisty attitude. By the way, Lloyd, I get the impression that you're the leader of the group, in a way. Want to take a crack at answering the questions on behalf of everyone else? Yeah, I'll do it. I love that look in your eyes. It's giving me the willies. Okay, boys and girls, let's get this party started. Quest, Michel's test started. Wait, whoa. Didn't you say we can go study? I might need that study session. Bracer Guild Receptionist Michel's test. Bracer General Education Examination. And now, the first question. This one will be a cute freebie to get you warmed up. As we all know, the orbital revolution brought forth the technology advancement of orbits to our continent. The question is, how many years ago did it occur? Oh, this is the easy one. Yeah, 50 years ago. I'm pretty sure it happened about 50 years ago, right? Bingo! Right you are, my friend. Don't let it get to your head though. That one was just a freebie. Okay, you don't have to tell me not to let it get to my head. That was a very easy one. But really, it's crazy to think about how much orbital technology has advanced in the last few decades. Back when I was a little kid, I would have never imagined riding in something as fancy as an orbital car. It seemed like something straight out of some fairy tale. Whew. That's one hurdle down. Anyway, on to the next question. Question numero 6. The driving force behind orbital revolution was all thanks to one man's prototype orbit. Another very easy one. This one's another gimme, but who is the creator of said orbit? Professor... Come on. I know this one. It's Professor C. Epstein. Huzzah! You got the right answer. Did you guys know that people were skeptical of his invention at first? They probably just didn't want to see what the big deal was. I mean, that's logical. Most people would be skeptical of an invention for the first time. Hell, people are scared of other things that happen for a first time. So of course. But once people begin to realize just how gosh darn useful they are, they quickly became an integral part of our daily lives. The Epstein Foundation has made great efforts towards the research and adoption of orbital technology. That much is common knowledge. The orbital staff I use for combat also falls under the Foundation's research efforts. Oh yeah, Tio totally mentioned that she's employed by the Epstein Foundation. That was a close call. She probably would have given me quite a glare if I screwed that one up. Enough chit chat, next question. We all know that quartz are the key component to any orbital device, right? And to synthesize quartz, you need sepith. And when I talk about sepith, what specific form of sepith am I referring to? Septium crystals, processed septium, or septium fragments? I believe there are septium fragments. Oh heck yeah, you got that right, buddy boy. Septium fragments are refined into quartz, which we then use in our orbital devices. Monsters are inherently attracted to septium, so they often end up munching on sepith. Defeating critters is an easy way to obtain sepith, so keep that info in your back pocket. So far so good. These questions are all common sense. Alright, let's relax, boy, because if I fuck up, it won't be common sense anymore. It's time to prepare for question 4. Our good friend, the Erebonian Empire, lies to the west. Its important and overwhelming existence can be felt by all of us cross-Bellans. I imagine you've probably seen their emblem before. Can you recall what the symbol of Erebonia is? Oh, I know it is. It was like a horse, like a stallion. The supporting gauntlet, the white falcon, the golden stallion. I believe it's the golden stallion, right? Yeah, is what I'd say if you were wrong, but you're right. It's no secret that the pride of the Erebonian Empire lies in its unmatched military might. The golden stallion is a symbol of that power of theirs and thus is on the country's emblem. There was once an order of knights in the empire known as the Eisenritter. Oh, we heard that before. I kept asking about that back in Sky FC or something. I was like, what? What is this Eisenritter? That's like the same as the Grossritter, like the name, the Ritter part. They were known for employing cavalry, so That may be why the Empire adopted the golden stallion as its emblem. Nice, managed to get that one right somehow. Now for question 5. We're almost halfway through this little quiz, so hang in there. A nation known as Calvert Republic sits directly to the east of Crossbell, opposite the Erebonian Empire. It's no exaggeration to say that Crossbell's entire history revolves around a long-term struggle for power between Erebonia and Calvert. Now, your question is this: what is the name of the primary manufacturer of orbital and heavy weaponry for the Republic? I think it might be this first one. I kept asking about what this is. I always forget the name of it. Yeah, I think it's the first one. I can't really remember much about. I remember them bringing this up, but is this about? I think this one is like, this might be Calvert, and this might be. It's not, obviously not liberal. It might be Erebonia. Oh, this one's easy. It's the Vern Company. Vern, baby, Vern. That's exactly right. Calvert's Vern Company and Erebonia's Reinford Company. Oh, okay, I was right. Okay, nice. Are famous as the continent's 2 largest manufacturers of orbital weaponry. However, it's not fair to only discuss their weapons development. They're also responsible for making vehicles, appliances, and plenty of other nifty items. Phew. Another question down. The lead-in for that one threw me a little, so I'm glad I got it right. Looks like we made it a little past halfway point now. You are given a valiant effort. Nice job, fearless leader of ours. You keep this up, I'm sure you'll have no problems plowing through the rest of it. You're doing great, Lloyd. I'm thoroughly impressed. Come on, guys. I don't think I've really been that impressive. It's all pretty common knowledge so far. Well, regardless of how well you're doing, you've still got 5 more questions left, Buckaroo. I think you've had enough time to warm up, so it's time to up the ante. I hope you're ready. Oh god, here we go. Shall we begin? It's time for the 6th question. A catastrophic event known as the Great Collapse befell our continent a long time ago. This disaster resulted in complete loss of civilization and fractured people into different factions that waged war on one another for centuries to follow. This period, known as the Dark Ages, was eventually ended by one such faction that rose to triumph. They organized themselves to bring about order and justice to Zemoria, allowing for rebuilding the society to begin. You probably know who I'm talking about, right? The Church. Yeah, the Church. It was the Septium Church, wasn't it? It sure was. Good job paying attention in Sunday school. Around year 500 of the Septium calendar, the Septian Church emerged to spread the teachings of the sky goddess, Adios. Their intent was to provide aid to those in need. Their church's influence grew powerful enough to establish themselves across Zemoria, till the nobles and knights who ruled during the Dark Ages could no longer ignore them. The effects of Adios and her teachings can be felt all across the continent to this day, as they are deeply rooted in our society. Okay, good work on that one, Lloyd. Anyway, on to your lucky number 7. The headquarters of the Septium Church is located in a city-state known as the Holy City of Arteria. The Holy City of Arteria is made up of various administrative organizations that handle specific tasks, given its state-like structure. Among these organizations is one that handles the church's ceremony and rituals. Do you happen to know which organization I'm referring to? The Papal Guard? The fuck is that? The Congregation for Divine Worship. This actually sounds right. It handles ceremonial rituals? Okay, it's not congregation for the sacraments. Stop it. Is it the congregation for divine worship? Bingo! Good job. That was one tough cookie. I don't really think it was. Maybe it's because it's multiple choice. Most priests found within chapels and cathedrals across the continent are part of this branch of the church. There's actually a cathedral located outside the northern exit of the city that I offer the occasional prayers in. The archbishop in charge there is also from the congregation for divine worship. Phew, that was really tough. No it wasn't. Can you feel the burn? We're almost there. On to the 8th question. As we all know, the Braziel has branches all across the continent, but what I really want to know is just where in Samaria is its main headquarters located? I think they said it was where, I'm pretty sure they said this before. I think it might have been where Tio is from. Crossbell State or Le Mans State. Le Mans State, I'm standing on it. It's in Le Mans State, obviously. Oh, okay, nice. You're Le Man, cause right you are. Our headquarters can be found in Le Mans State alongside our biggest investors, the Epstein Foundation. In the event of a serious conflict, HQ can issue a direct order for all bracers to mobilize. Huh, I see. Time for the 9th question. You ever heard of that infamous thief that lives in Erebony? He's a bit of a strange one. He steals oh my. Phantom Thief. Blue Block. He steals precious works of art and then sends out calling cards with riddles on them how to retrieve them. Also, his identity is hidden behind a mask. Apparently, people laud him as some kind of hero. Sounds a bit silly if you ask me though. Anyway, I got a little off track there. Do you know what the name this bad boy likes to go by? Phantom Thief Blue Block. I've actually heard of him before. Wasn't his name Phantom Thief B? Unbelievable. You got it right. Looks like you've done your foreign affairs homework. His infamy transcends the confines of Erebonia as people across the continent have heard of his misdeeds. Nothing is safe from his grasp either. He's stolen anything ranging from rare paintings and museums to a whole freaking tank. Rumor has it that he was recently running amok in Liberal. Who knows? Maybe you'll run into him sooner than you think. Oh no. Please tell me that's not true. Yeah, I've definitely heard rumors. I'd like to avoid him if possible though. You and me both. It's time for the 10th and final question. Erebonia and Calvert have been at each other's throats over the rightful ownership of Crossbell State for a while. They've waged war against each other time and time again, causing grief and bloodshed for many innocent civilians. The situation became so severe that it was brought to the attention of Liberals Queen Alicia. She proposed a treaty to the non-aggression pact. She proposed a treaty to end the conflict between the two nations. The treaty was signed 2 years ago by 3 nations: Liberal, Erebonia, and Calvert. If you're truly cross-belling, then the answer to this question should be a no-brainer, right? The non-aggression pact. You're referring to the non-aggression pact. And non-aggressive it was. That one should have been a gimme. The treaty was drafted with the intention of diffusing conflicts between any of the 3 nations via diplomacy as opposed to war. Prior to signing the treaty, tensions were at an all-time high in Crossbell State. I'll spare you most of the details, but both nations' armored divisions thought it appropriate to hold simultaneously military exercises at our borders. One single misstep could have had catastrophic consequences. I'm sure it would have triggered a full-scale war between the two of them. And so, Queen Alicia proposed this treaty as a means of preventing that from happening. We should be extremely grateful to Liberal. They really saved our behinds. No way was I going to get that one wrong. It's finally over. I was having so much fun. Good job getting through that. Honestly, that last one low-key was, could have got me, but I remember hearing the non-aggression pact. Which game was that in? That was brought up in? Was it SC? Because I really remember like that being brought up, like a pact. Or am I thinking about something completely different? I just got this I got lucky with that. Oh, thank Adios. It's finally over. Why don't we take a look at your score then? Wowza, a perfect score. Your knowledge is in line with a junior bracer at least. Looks like you've got some potential in you after all. Oh well, that's a relief to know. Thank you very much. Wow, didn't think he'd compliment me like that. Dude, I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through. I'm glad I finally can take a breather. I'm surprised Lloyd managed to answer the questions outside of his area of expertise too. I think I will ask him to assist me with filing missing information database. You guys are embarrassing me. Anyway, I have a little reward for you for getting all those questions right. Received action 1. Ooh, gotta equip that ASAP. Oh wow, are you sure we can have this? Yep, I didn't think you stood a snowball's chance in Gehenna of doing so well. So think of this as my apology for underestimating you. Jesus. It's all yours now, sweetie. Take it. Well, if you say so, thanks a lot. This concludes our little quiz. Now that that's done, you guys better bust your humps and work hard so us bracers can catch a breather every once in a while. Yes, sir. We'll do everything we can. Quest, Michel's test completed.